Ever caught yourself wondering about something random but important? This series is for that. We take 5 questions and break it down fast. No fluff, just what actually matters. And today we're talking about checking your phone for absolutely no reason, and somehow doing it again 3 minutes later. Or feeling super motivated before starting something, and completely losing interest once you actually begin. That's right, we're talking about dopamine. More specifically, about the dopamine cycle, why your brain gets hooked on certain behaviors, why motivation feels inconsistent, and why modern apps basically treat your attention like a casino machine. So here are 5 questions we're answering today. Why are social media and notifications so addictive? Is dopamine actually the happiness chemical? Why do we crave things more than we enjoy them? Can your brain become overstimulated? And how do you reset your dopamine system? We're breaking all of that down today. Fast, simple, no fluff. But before we start, subscribe for more content like this. Here we talk about your brain, behavior, focus, anxiety, habits, and how to make your brain work for you, not against you. All right, let's get into it. 1. Why are social media apps so addictive? Because they use something called variable rewards, which is basically, sometimes you get something interesting, sometimes you don't. And weirdly enough, that uncertainty makes your brain check even more. It's the same mechanism used in slot machines. Your brain goes, maybe the next scroll will be good. So you keep going, because your reward system is being constantly stimulated. 2. Is dopamine really the happiness chemical? Not exactly. Dopamine is less about pleasure and more about motivation and anticipation. It's the chemical that says, hey, this might be rewarding, go get it. That's why dopamine spikes more before the reward than after it. Your brain gets excited chasing the thing, not necessarily having it, which explains a lot about online shopping carts, honestly. 3. Why do we crave things more than we enjoy them? Because your brain loves anticipation, the build-up, the possibility, the maybe this next thing will feel amazing. That's why. Scrolling feels endless. Notifications feel exciting. And sometimes the idea of doing something feels better than actually doing it. Your brain is constantly chasing the next dopamine hit, and modern apps are very good at exploiting that. 4. Can your brain get overstimulated? Absolutely. When your brain gets too much fast dopamine, like short videos, constant scrolling, endless novelty, normal life can start feeling boring. And suddenly, studying feels impossible, deep work feels painful, and watching a 10-minute video without checking your phone feels like a spiritual challenge. Because your brain adapts to high stimulation. The problem isn't that your brain is broken, it's that your baseline got distorted. 5. How do you reset your dopamine system? First, dopamine detox doesn't mean never feel pleasure again. Your brain needs dopamine. The goal is not removing stimulation. It's reducing constant overstimulation. Some things that help. Less multitasking. Less endless scrolling. More sleep. Exercise. Boredom. Yes, really. And activities with slower rewards. Because when your brain stops expecting instant stimulation all the time, normal things become enjoyable again. So the dopamine cycle isn't about being lazy or undisciplined. It's about understanding how your brain learns reward. Modern life constantly pulls your attention toward fast dopamine, notifications, scrolling, instant gratification. And if you never slow that cycle down, your brain starts struggling with patience, focus, and consistency. The good news? Your brain adapts both ways. What you repeatedly consume is what your brain starts expecting. And if you want to go deeper into this whole dopamine system, how it affects focus, procrastination, motivation, social media addiction, and why your brain keeps chasing stimulation all the time, we actually have a full video about the dopamine cycle linked in the cards right now. There we break down how dopamine really works, why modern apps hijack your reward system, and how to regain control of your attention without quitting technology and living in the woods. So if this topic interests you, definitely watch that one after this. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, subscribe, and share it with someone whose attention span was destroyed by short-form content. And tell me in the comments, what gives your brain the biggest dopamine hit right now? See you in the next one. Bye!